To list everything about Turkey, we'll definitely need a whole book or documentary series because it is rich with history and food, science, traditions, you name it. Hey guys, welcome back to another FTD Facts episode. My name is Leroy Kenton, and for this one, we got an exciting episode coming up. We're looking at 10 things that Turkey is famous for. And I'm talking about the country, not the animal. Yeah, funny, right? That's why I never pursued a career as a comedian. I'll stick to sharing facts and information. Okay, so let's jump into this episode. At number 10, we have Turkish baths. If you ever get a chance to visit Turkey, then do not forget to spare some time for a traditional Turkish bath. The Romans actually were the ones who started this tradition, but then the Ottomans adapted it into their cultural lifestyle. A walk around TOPKAPI Palace reveals the Sultan's private baths, and outside of that, original baths dating back 500 years are still open to the public in the city center. The procedure, which begins with steaming to open the pores and is then followed by a soap sud massage, it's definitely a great way to relax and de-stress and of course clean your skin. It's like a whole experience in and of itself. Turkey is also famous for hot air balloons. In the central Anatolian region, Cappadocia, it's famous for its view, and it's recognized actually as the most beautiful view in the country. You can see a lot of hot air balloons rising into the air just as the sun comes up. And other than the hot air balloons, there's a whole lot more for travelers to do. They include visiting the Gourmet Open Air Museum, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that is comprised of 14th and 15th century ancient churches. Also, exploring underground cities is also very enjoyable, and they were built hundreds of years ago to protect inhabitants from invading forces such as the Persian armies. Turkey is also famous for GULET boats and sailing. If you ever visit an Aegean or Mediterranean holiday resort, then do not miss out on the sailing scene. This stretch of coastline from west to south, known as the Turkish Riviera or the Turquoise Coast, is definitely a sailor's paradise. Now, traditionally, Turks sailed around in GULET boats, but today significant marinas also house international mega and millionaire yachts. These things are beautiful and cost a lot of money. Now, moving on to number 7, the tea. Going to Turkey, so I've heard, and not trying their delicious tea is like the biggest crime that you can commit because you're going to regret it for the rest of your life, and you shouldn't do that to yourself. So I've been told. Although many people believe that coffee is a typical drink of Turkey, well, the one that they actually drink most, probably all of the time, is tea, which definitely, like I mentioned, you should try. Of course, you've probably seen Turkish people drinking tea after every 10 minutes in the dramas. You know, if you've seen any Turkish TV shows or movies. Turkish tea is famous for its red color. And one thing you should know is that locals add about 3 or 4 sugar cubes to their tea. So the sweeter, the better. From there, let's look at Ephesus at number 6. Locals always say that if you visit Turkey, you definitely don't want to miss out on Ephesus Greco-Roman ruins in the Izmir region. This archaeological wonder was once one of the world's most prominent cities. Now these days, a walk through the ancient ruins will have you see restored landmarks like statues and Roman terrace houses you'll notice, as well as the Celsius Library and Agora temples and the famous gladiator theaters. That would be a sight to see. Coming in at number 5, PAMUKKALE and HIERAPOLIS. These are the sites of natural beauty and achievements of humans. The ancient city in Turkey, Hierapolis, used to host Roman soldiers recovering from battle by providing thermal spa waters. Also, amazingly, there's a well-preserved theater. It's one of the landmarks there. And also the natural calcium pools of Pamukkale are nearby. And they are Turkey's most famous natural beauty landmarks, formed by solidified calcium water trickling down the hillside. Also, I gotta mention at number 4, the Lycian Way tombs. A large section of southern Turkey was ruled by the Lycian civilization. They left numerous monuments and ruined cities that are now important archaeological sites. The Lycians, they believed that building for royalty on top of hillsides made it easier for the winged creature to take them up to the afterlife. As a result, they are not only well-known tourist attractions, but also a piece of history. The coastline they cover is also part of the Lycian Way, which is a world-famous trekking route. The food of Turkey comes in at number 3. This is definitely one of the most famous things about Turkey, the cuisine. If you talk to any traveler or even the locals, you'll definitely see that Turks love their food. The most famous food is kebabs. And food popularity, by the way, it varies based on the region that you're in, but each recipe is essential in Turkish culture. Now, when visiting Turkey, definitely gotta try as much food as possible. There are soups and desserts like baklavas. I love those things. If you wanna treat me and be on my good side, give me a tray of baklavas and you will have my heart forever. During the summertime, you can experience nightlife in a new way by dining in open air as you enjoy some good Mediterranean cuisine. Coming in at the number 2 spot, these are very popular, the souvenir Evil Eye. One thing to mention about the Turkish Grand Bazaar and street markets of Turkey is the Evil Eye souvenir. So this white and blue souvenir is also known as nazar, and it is an amulet shaped like an eye that is used to protect against the evil eye. Now, it's very typical and common in Turkish tradition, but it can also be found in other countries. Although many tourists now buy it as a souvenir, almost every Turk, especially the elderly, they have one in their cars or homes, or you'll find it sitting in their office, probably on their desk. Coming down to number 1, we gotta mention Istanbul. It's probably the thing that Turkey is most famous for. Istanbul, formerly known as Constantinople, is the Republic of Turkey's most popular tourist destination. And it's definitely not hard to understand why, given it's famous for being located on 2 continents, with the Golden Horn and the Sea of Marmara, as well as the Bosphorus Strait surrounding it. Seeing all of the major monuments would take months. So most visitors visit the Sultanahmet Square, also known as the Old City. The Byzantine kings and the Ottoman Emperor sultans, they ruled their lands from this area. And the Blue Mosque, as well as TOPKAPI Palace and the Basilica Cistern, the Underground Cistern, and the Hippodrome are all worth seeing here. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of another episode. I know it feels like we just started. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as we explored the country of Turkey and got to see what it's actually really famous for. Maybe some of these things you knew already, maybe some of them you didn't. But I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below about anything I shared in this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Leave a big like if you did. And if this is your first time here to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell. That way you won't miss any of our future episodes like this. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. You've been awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.